Monday, NBA champ Jason Terry of the Milwaukee Bucks will be here live in studio. We'll break down all the NBA playoffs, including LeBron versus the Celtics with him. That's Monday right here on Undisputed. Well, the Warriors are down 3-2 after last night's loss to the Rockets. Kevin Durant scored a game-high 29 points, but he did not make a shot in the fourth quarter. And this came after the Game 4 loss when Durant passed to Klay Thompson instead of shooting in the closing seconds. So, Skip, after these two games, these two interesting finishes, do you still think Durant is the best player on the planet?
I do not.
Wow.
What do I always tell you? I evaluate greatness from night to night to night. I'm all about what have you done for me lately, or as you say, you've got to update your resume game after game. I covered the great Michael Jordan, and trust me, night after night after night after night, he just got greater and greater and greater. So in this case, after what I have seen the last two games, and especially, as Jenny points out, in the last two fourth quarters, I can no longer call Kevin Durant the best player on the planet because I can only call him Kevin Durant. That's what he's been, Kevin Durant in the last two fourth quarters. And I cannot and will not even remotely try to defend him because he has been incomprehensibly incapable of taking over the games that they desperately need him to take over. These are the money games. This is what matters. This is what counts. The regular season is fine. The Spurs in the first round is fine. He dominated the Spurs. The little Pelicans, the baby Pelicans, whatever. I know they got a lot of talent, but Kevin Durant dominated them in round two. For that matter, he dominated these Rockets in game one of this round.
Dominated him in game two, too. He had 38 in game two.
Yeah, it was a little shaky, but he had 37 and 38. I'll even give you that.
Okay.
But I'm saying the last two games, Kevin Durant, where are you and who are you? What happened to the reigning finals MVP who against LeBron James went for 35, 8, and 5 in 5 games and shot 47% from the three-point line in the NBA finals? That's incomprehensibly great to me. So all I can give him now is he leads the playoffs in free throw shooting. You know and I know he is a deadly free throw shooter. He's 93%. He's made 94 of 101. That's hard to do. LeBron James now at 73%, so you're going to lose another case of Diet Mountain Dew on that because you said 80 or better. So that's pretty much over. But otherwise, this guy named Kevin Durant that I used to love, he's getting dominated and bullied and pushed around and beat up by much smaller players named P.J. Tucker and Trevor Ariza, Eric Gordon, and even CP3 at 6 feet tall. They give Chris Paul 6 feet. I don't even think he's 6 feet tall, and he has been defending Kevin Durant. As you say, he's just been rooting him out of the post. He's been bodying him up. He's been bullying Kevin Durant at 7 feet tall with like an 8-foot wingspan. And Kevin Durant never.
His arm is longer than Chris Paul is tall.
You know what? I think that
Chris
could.
Paul, get him out the post.
That might not be an exaggeration. I'm pretty sure they might be. We should do that measurement sometime. But the point is, last night on 2 huge possessions, after he failed so miserably back at Oracle, he became no better than a decoy. I thought he was running from the basketball because the first one on the Steph drive play, he just went and stood in the far corner. And then on the second one on the Steph up court to Draymond that he butterfingered, Kevin Durant's just standing on the sideline at midcourt like, I'm out, man. Don't pass the ball to me. And you know what happened at the end of game 4 back at Oracle? He came up real small, did the 7-foot Kevin Durant. He should have pulled up from 20 feet and just shot it. Or he should have at least tried to drive because he's a deadly clutch free throw shooter. And instead, he weakly and lamely bounced past the basketball to a hobbled Klay Thompson as he's running the baseline away from the basket. What are you doing? What are you doing? I am out. Kevin Durant.
If you don't mind me asking, who is the best player on the planet?
Well, it's not Letired. I can tell you that. Huh? It's not Letired. I don't know who it is. You know what? On back-to-back nights, the 2 best players disqualified themselves. That's what I saw. I'm not sure. You know what? The best player is TBD, as in
It ain't no TBD.
Yeah,
everybody, is universally regarded.
No.
That the baddest man that can dribble a basketball on the planet Earth is one, LeBron James. And to your point, Kevin Durant was never the best player. So how could he all of a sudden be? You can't unbeat.
Did you watch the finals last year?
Skip, you keep saying Kevin Durant, he did average 35. But LeBron, you make it seem like LeBron James averaged 10. LeBron James
Who made all the big shots in that series?
33, 10, and 12.
Do you remember the shot of shots right in LeBron's grill?
First of all, Kevin Durant was never the best player on the planet because LeBron James has 2 games in which he has more assists in those games than Kevin Durant has in this series. LeBron James, and everybody say, oh, Kevin Durant is a better scorer. But if you look at their career scoring averages, LeBron James is higher, 27.2 to 27.1. LeBron beats him in rebounds. LeBron beats him in assists. So
how many scoring titles? Well, I want to know if he's the best player on the planet. So Michael had 10.
So it's all about scoring?
Yeah, that's a big qualifier. Help me out. No, how many does he have?
Bernard King, Alex. There are a lot of guys that's led the league in scoring that was never thought of as the best players in the NBA.
Well, Michael Jordan did it 10 times to LeBron's 1, and I think he was regarded as the best of all time.
How many times did he lead?
And wait, Kevin Durant has led this league in scoring 4 times to LeBron's 1. Just for the record. Go ahead.
How many times has Kevin Durant led his team in rebounding or assists?
Well, like Michael, he's high in assists. See, he's a 5-assist-a-game guy who against the Rockets is down to 2 assists.
Whoa.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Because he has become a high dribble ball stopper in the high post because they just give it to him and he starts dribbling because he's got nowhere to go.
That's none of my business right now, Skip. I got a bigger fish to fry. I'm trying to figure out how can a man playing with the greatest shooter of all time, a 2-time MVP, and Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, one of the greatest jump shooters in NBA history, and you have 0 assists in 2 or 5 games, and then you have 1 assist in another game. When you got those guys, and you keep telling me, oh, he plays so much better deep. Jenny Skip Baylor's been hammered in my head. If you didn't know better, you think Kevin Durant is 7 foot tall, can sit in the chair and slide his feet like Alvin Robertson. You know he was great. He got a triple. He got a quadruple.
No, I've told you he's a rim protector.
Hold on. How about this here? He protecting the rim. In 5 games against the Rockets, he has 1 steal and 2 blocks. What are you protecting, Skip?
Terrible. He's been terrible. Wait, who was 4th in the league in rebounds this year? 4th?
Who was
behind 3 centers?
No.
Kevin
you mean
Durant?
block shots. You mean block shots.
Block shots.
Yeah.
Block shots. Yeah. 4th. Really? 4th?
And he's tall. He's taller than all the guys other than Gobert. He's taller than Anthony Davis.
He is.
He's taller than every guy on that list except Rudy Gobert.
Okay, so he does what he should do.
But where did he finish on his team in rebounding?
He's not the most physical player.
Okay, where did he finish in assists?
Who's the go-to guy on the Golden State Warriors? Who did Draymond call in the parking lot after they blew a 3-1 lead to your team? Who did he call, according to you? That's your
Draymond got an opportunity to call the guy because the guy that he called had blown a 3-1 lead to him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, where did they do that at?
Tell me what Draymond told him. You always tell the story.
What he told him?
Yeah. I need your help. I need your help. Please come help us. Please save us.
LeBron did it again. He hit me and Steph Clay over the head and took that title.
There you go.
That's what he said.
That's the guy. And they made him the first option. He became the alpha on this team. And in his first year, with the weight of the NBA world on his shoulders, because everybody wanted Kevin Durant to fail in the finals last year after he left Russell Westbrook high and dry. What did he do? He rose right above the king, and he took the whole series over. He was sensational in the finals.
I mean, think about this. He went and joined a team that had a 2-time MVP already on it in his prime. He joined a team that had 3 All-NBA players on it at the time.
That 2-time MVP, Steph Curry, willingly said, I will take a back seat because we need you.
Did he join a team that had won 73 games, had a 2-time league MVP, and the only man to win that award unanimously?
Sure, and what happened? He got his ring.
Okay,
yeah.
But I'm just trying to figure out, you keep telling me that at no point since he's been in the NBA has Kevin Durant been better than LeBron. Not at any point.
He was in 5 games of the finals.
Skip.
He was.
He was on the better
Everybody
team.
saw it.
Let me ask you a question. If you flip positions, you put LeBron on the Warriors, you put KD on the Cavs. What's happening?
Was Kevin Love on the Cavs last year?
Really, Skip?
Was Kyrie Irving on the Cavs?
Really, Skip?
Yeah, really Kyrie Irving, like really, really.
So if you ask the general manager.
Was Kyle Korver on the Cavs last year?
Really, Skip?
Is he? Kyle Korver's the 4th best 3-point shooter in NBA history.
But you didn't want LeBron to pass. Let me ask you a question. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, they were to hold a draft right now, and you can pick any point guard you want. who's going first, Kyrie or Steph Curry, if the general manager's pick?
I don't know. That's a close call.
If you don't mind me asking, you have a draft right now. Who they taking, Klay Thompson or Kyle Korver?
You know what? Steph Curry has regularly come up small in the postseason. You know it, and I know it. A lot of GMs might go Kyrie on that.
All I know is he got 2 MVPs.
Yeah.
And you know and I know, Kevin Durant, and he's tremendous. He's a great scorer, one of the greatest that's ever played in the NBA.
Yep.
But at no point in time in his career, since he set foot in the NBA, has he been better than that guy. LeBron James. LeBron James.
He was last year.
LeBron James.
You know what starts to irritate me about Kevin Durant? I read one story after another about how he has now become the impresario of Bay Area Silicon Valley entrepreneurs, that he's got his hands in business upon business upon
Let that man
investment.
get his hustle on.
Okay, that's fine. But I'm wondering if he won his MVP in the finals and won his ring, and he finally said, you know what? I'm good. I'm good.
No,
I
he
don't
didn't say
need
that.
this.
Skip, he's just not as good as LeBron, and that's okay.
Really?
That's the GOAT.
Oh.
Either way, Durant is going to have to be better. I mean, he's got to.
I would say. And by the way, to your point, this ain't over yet.
It's not over.
Yeah. I
If he can go
evaluate
back to how he
from
started.
night to night.
I don't got to evaluate because I already know.
Well, we know what you do.
12-time first team, unanimous.
Jenny put those glasses on and they're all wine colored.
Jenny said, I need me a pair of them things because I can see crystal clear.
I like the what have you done for me now, that's good. All right, will LeBron drop 50 tonight against the Celtics? We'll discuss that with Eddie House.